Hey, my famous fam, welcome back to Famous Faces Scoop TV. Well. Oh my God. Just when we thought Cassie's story couldn't get any more devastating, day two of her testimony hit like a freight train of truth. Today. And baby, the courtroom was silent. Cassie, 8 months pregnant. I told you she was soon due. But, however, she was glowing, but carrying years of pain. Sat in that witness box and unloaded. Not for drama, not for headlines, but for healing. And the things she said today, gosh, I'm still trying to process them. What we heard on the media is frightening. The government asked a simple question. What medical issues did you experience during your relationship with Diddy? Her answer, gut-wrenching. I had a lot of stomach issues and gastrointestinal issues from taking drugs, she said. Not party drugs, not fun. These were survival drugs. Ecstasy, ketamine, GHB, mushrooms. She took them not to feel good, but to feel nothing. Because without them, she couldn't get through the freak-offs. Let's pause right here, guys. Can you imagine being so broken, so disconnected from yourself that you need to be high just to endure S with strangers? And not just strangers you never wanted to be with. Cassie said it herself. It was emotionless S with people I didn't want to touch. I just wanted it to be over. That alone would be enough. But there's more, much more. Cassie revealed she was physically damaged by the freak-offs. UTIs, constant, relentless, unbearable. She said it got to the point where even cranberry juice and antibiotics stopped working. She testified. I was doing a freak-off with an infection. Guys, let that sink in. She was forced to perform while her body was screaming in pain. That's not S, guys. That's not intimacy. That is torture. And she called it a mess. And then said, I actually can't believe I dealt with that. Girl, we can't believe it either. And it didn't stop with infections. She talked about mouth sores, tongue sores, from what? Oils, lubricants, drugs, chemical exposure from substances she never should have had near her body. The pain she endured was internal and external. And do you want to hear something even more chilling? Diddy knew all of this, she said. He knew about the infections. He knew about the pain. He even texted her, I need you to go to the doctor. But it wasn't care. It was control. He wasn't helping her heal. He was making sure she was fit enough to keep performing. Because this wasn't a relationship. This was an operation, an enterprise of exploitation. And Cassie was the main act. She testified that the freak-offs were back to back, endless. Some lasted 4 days or more. Sometimes during her period. Oh my God, this is scary. Sometimes during sickness. No breaks, no dignity, no escape, no human feeling. And when the assistant U.S. attorney asked if she ever wanted to do them, she didn't hesitate. I never did. Imagine that for 10 years. 10 long years. Cassie also revealed that recovery from these freak-offs could take days. Her body dehydrated, her mind detached, her spirit shattered. And what did Diddy call it? Voyeurism. He got off on watching it all. Recording it, directing it, planning it. She wasn't a partner, she was a performance. One story shocked the courtroom. Cassie described a time when an escort and Diddy, yes, both, had to drop their, I don't want to say your urine, I don't want to say it, in her mouth. She even choked and kept going because she was scared, because saying no didn't feel like an option, because that was her normal. Guys, let that sink in again for a second. She also said Diddy once brought a blow-up pool into a hotel suite, filled it with oil and lube. He wanted their bodies to slide. That was his vision, a sick fantasy that she was forced to live through. Cassie's words today weren't just testimony. They were a survivor's scream, polished, poised, but screaming with the truth. And yes, she still found space for humor. When asked about S, why battling UTI, she laughed slightly and said, I would not advise it. Even in horror, she found her voice, and that is power. This woman is 8 months pregnant, standing in a courtroom, describing some of the darkest, most degrading moments of her life, and not flinching. That's resilience. And let's not forget, Cassie isn't on trial. Diddy is. The man she's testifying against is facing federal charges for sex trafficking, racketeering, and transporting women for sex working. And her story is key evidence. The surveillance video from 2016 of Diddy attacking her in a hotel hallway has already gone viral since last year. And now this testimony is cracking his entire empire. Cassie isn't just exposing him, she is exposing a culture, a system that protects men like him, that silences women like her, that turns abuse into tabloid buzz instead of treating it like the crisis it is. Let's be clear, this isn't just about celebrity, it's about consent, power, pain, and what happens when silence finally breaks. So if you are watching this, don't just sip the tea. Feel the fire, because Cassie is done being quiet and the world is finally listening. And Famous Faces fam will be here every day, every tear, every testimony, telling it exactly how it is. Now guys, I want to hear from you. What do you think about Cassie speaking up today? Because I know you're going to ask those questions, because there are some of my fans or some people in the world need to go against something they thought was correct or was not correct. So now Cassie is saying her truth. She is telling her story. So you guys, tell me, let me know in the comments if you are Team Cassie, or there are some of you who are still Team Diddy, because this story is not far from over and the trial is gonna last for months, as we have heard on the media. So guys, thanks for watching, and I wish you learned something from this video. I hope this video empowered you. I hope you learned something from this video. And guys, please don't forget to support me by simply subscribing to the channel to join the family. This is Famous Faces Scoop TV, where there is never a dull moment. You know the drill. Hit that subscribe button, share this video, turn on notifications so that you never miss out on my next videos. Until next time, stay fabulous, stay curious, and stay empowered. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.